Hi, welcome to this new session. This is the beginning of the second module of this course. In this particular session, we are going to be talking about formula in Excel. And now we are getting to the meat of this particular course. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and also to click the notification icon so that when we are presenting free resources like this in the future, you can always have access to it. Now, formula in Excel is a way of making our task easier to perform when using the spreadsheet. For example here, let us look at this particular data. In this data, this is the let's assume that these are the names of the people who register for the premium of our course. And each of them pay this particular amount based on the kind of package that they chose. So this guy chose 4 courses and he is paid 20,000 for each. This guy chose 5 courses, 15K for each. This guy chose 6 courses and 10K for each. And then something like this. Now, if we want to calculate the amount each person is paying, so we can just use a formula to do that. But before we can use formula in Excel, we have to use equals to. So when you press equal to into a particular cell, then that cell is activated to know that the next thing you are going to do is a calculation, whether in form of function or in form of normal standard operations. So here now I can just say I want to multiply 20,000 by 4, isn't it? For me to do this, I will have to reference this particular cell, which is B2. So I will just press here B2. So if I want to multiply it, I will use the asterisk or the star notation for that. So this, and then I want to multiply by C2. So I will press C2. You can see now that they have been highlighted. So I will just press enter. You see now, everything here is set. So this is an arithmetic operation. This is an arithmetic operation that we can do with Excel. So if I click on this now and I press it down, you can see that everything has been adjusted to each of these cells. So if I click on this now and we go to the formula bar, you see that it is now showing the formula. So which is B7 multiplied by C7. So by this particular movement, Excel has been able to adjust itself and carry that formula to each of the cell and adjust it to that particular row. So we can do the same thing for multiplication. So these are the standard operations that we have. You can use plus. If you want to use plus, you can just say, okay, you want to add Ade and Ajanle Koko total. So this is Ade's total and this is Ajanle Koko total. So we can add them by saying equals to. So Ade's total is D2. So we can just press D2 and then plus Ajanle Koko total is D3. So plus D3. And then what do we have? You can see now that is our value over there. So we can do multiplication and then like we did over here, we can subtract. So assuming we say let us subtract Ajayi's money from the total of Ajani Cocoa and Ade. So just say, let's do it here, equals to, so this particular one is, this total is at K2. So just press K2 minus, so Ajayi is at D9. So I will just press D9. And then when I click on enter, that is the difference. So you can also do division. You can do division and other arithmetic operation, which are the standard ones. Now, I want us to see something about using the autofill. So when you look at this place now, let me do this again. You can see that this, so I think, let me, so press escape here to undo all of this. Now, I will delete everything here. So I will press on delete, everything deleted. So if I repeat this again, because if we have a very long rows, like 10,000, 50,000 rows, it should not be easy for us to be dragging down, down. It's not going to be effective. So how do we do it? When you put a formula like this, just press equals to. So know that this is B2AB. Instead of writing B2 down, I can just click on it. You see now, it has already shown itself. So then I will press multiply by, and then what am I multiplying it by? By this one, C2. So I just click on it too. You can see now, and then I press enter, and then we have our answer. So instead of me to be dragging this down, I will just put my fill handle here, and then I will double click it. So double click. Can you see now? So when I double click it like this, it's going to populate itself. It is showing an error here. Why? Because there is no value here. So this error is, we don't need it. So I will just delete it. Good. I deleted it by pressing on delete on my keyboard. So I believe we can understand it to this level. That is how much you can do with Excel when it comes to calculations. So the key point here that we need to take is that before we do any calculation in Excel at all, using formula or function or anything, we have to start with equal to. And anything we are doing after, Excel will see it as a formula or something. Now, the next thing you see now that it has already counted it as a formula. So when this kind of mess up happens, how do you go about it? Like I always say, press on escape, and then we are out of it. Good. Now, the next thing I want us to notice here is that if you look at this is formula. So assuming I want to copy everything here, let me say I want to copy it, and then I copy and I paste here. So let me say paste. You can see now everything here has become 0. You understand? So why has it become 0? It's because it's now K7 and S7. So everything has changed. So when you want to paste anything from a formula, what you will do is that when you copy like this, copy, when you want to paste it, you click on it, and then you right click, and then you paste as value. Paste as value. When you paste as value, you're going to paste the value from that cell and not the formula. So it's paste as value. You see now, it has pasted this as value. So if I double click on this now, it's not going to show any formula. However, this previous one, if I double click on it, it's going to show formula. So, and this formula is not working because we have changed the range where it was useful. So that is that about that. So let me press escape again. So this is very, very important. And as we move on in this particular course, we are going to be seeing how this is highly applicable. Good. So this is introduction to formula in Excel.